Milan do have the look of a team with genuine ambition. Already on the cusp of promotion, they are looking to make a statement here. We are more than ready. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So things are underway. Milan need all the support they can get here. To say this is crucial would be to understate massively. That has been cut short. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Messi. And this is Totti.
Yaya Toure will be key here, Peter. His versatility and drive makes him a nightmare for the opposition.
He was actually a much more conventional holding midfield player in his younger days, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he's come on in leaps and bounds since then. In fact, he's at his best when partnered with a defensive midfielder like that, because it means he has license to just join the attack.
So he's benefited a lot from his new role.
Yeah, it's brought so much more out of him. He's a true all-round player now.
DiMarco kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Fernandez. Delivered low. That's going to go a long way. Out towards the flank. DiMarco. Could move up a gear here. Can he get it through? And it's Totti. Milan controlling the possession in this early phase. Totti. It's Camavinga. Gullit clears without hesitation. Fernandez.
Well, neither defence has had a wait.
It's Totti! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Backward it goes. And a chance! And that is wildly off target.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Alexander-Arnold. Fernandez.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Totti. Camavinga. Now it's Messi. Oh, this is a shot goal! Goal, Milan! There is your perfect party piece. It is what they called for. It is what they have been yearning for. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
This is going to make things very interesting, as their opponents will have to...
He's having a pop! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Szoboszlai plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now, poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Milan already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Bullet, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Can he get away here? Oh, shooting chance! It's bounced back off the post.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's a good ball out wide, and it's made its way to him. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. De Ligt.
Milan really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Ibrahimovic. Might be danger here. That's put paid to the danger. It's a searching pass. Pass somewhat off target. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Nicely aimed pass. Fernandez. Off target by a whisker. That's been cut out, well played. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And it's McAllister. Maldini deals with that comfortably. Maldini. Gets a good foot in there. No, not quite on the same wavelength. He's found a way through, and the shot! Among strikers, about as smooth as it gets, and that is indeed the final act.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter, so late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Milan looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Away we go again. Totti. Van Nistelrooy. Always onto this. Well read, nice interception. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Ambitious ball here. Oh, that's a fine interception. Thuram. Now he's off and running.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And it's Totti. Tries a measured ball. He has a look up. And he's there to belt it away. Just eases him off the ball. McAllister. Thuram spots it and intercepts. Maldini. And it's Ibrahimovic. Good ball, good take. No, again there's no way through. And it's McAllister. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Milan in a very solid position, 2 to the good. And reclaimed it in a trice. Spreads it out wide. And claimed it back swiftly. Oh, crack shoots! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Now it's Messi. Fernandez. And the shot! And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, can he get onto this? Now it's Ibrahimovic. Rice. He'll try from distance. Oh, it's hit the post. Fernandez. Van Nistelrooy going after that. It's a pretty loose pass. DiMarco. Strong running down that left flank. McAllister is the team's great visionary. Looking to play him in. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Totti. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Borussia Dortmund needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made.
Oh, he's all alone. Chance! And no mistake. And they are dragging it back. Game on again. As simple as you like. The outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter. But you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Just one in it now.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And here's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Rice. Soboslai. It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Great chance! Oh, what? It's fallen kindly here. And this is Ibrahimovic. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Milan can feel it. Promotion now frighteningly close, but they're having to navigate around some pretty stubborn opposition here.
It's tempting to say, Peter, they're making things harder for themselves by not killing off the game when they had the chance.
Now it's Hullet.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Ibrahimovic goes down, but nothing given. Thuram. Rice. He's going for goal! And he was there to get a vital touch.
There's a certain aura about him today, tremendous.
The message is simple, defend this with your lives.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 17, Drogba, il numero 10.
There's the header! In he goes again!
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
That was no routine save.
Desai really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
All hands on deck for this one. And he's taking no chances there. Oh, well played. Deftly away. So that's it. It is all over. A win, a triumph, a time to crank up the music, charge the glass. This is going to be... Milan get ready for another crack at the big prize.
everybody, and
Will they
welcome
get the
to
win they
today's
need to get
match.
their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
If you're looking for options, Peter, then you're looking at Darwin Núñez, because he offers loads. A real physical presence who's always going to offer you an outball. But I think what's impressed many people in recent times about him is the pace he can actually bring to get in behind opposition defences. And that doesn't mean he'll actually hold his position centrally. He loves to go and drift to either flank, and he can easily take on a foot.
Núñez! He's hit it first time.
Núñez really needed everything to come together then at the precise moment. Not easy.
And this is Totti. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bayer punts it upfield. Well read, nice interception. That has ended up in no man's land. That is good alertness.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Camavinga. And this is Drogba. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and...
Oh, greatly! Against the crossbar! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
And it's DiMarco. McAllister. Van Nistelrooy. And here's Drogba.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Drogba. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Not the most accurate pass. Pass is just off target. Now it's Drogba. Diaz is in a really good position out wide. And that is well cleared. Well, that pass isn't the best. Neymar. Camavinga. Milan yet to have an attempt on goal. Takes a shot! Darwin. Now it's Neymar. Now it's Darwin. That's a good foot in there. Totti. Pass somewhat off target. Looking to play him in. Camavinga.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Always onto this.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Vermeer. And it's Alexander-Arnold. That's a nicely shaped ball. Drogba chasing after it. And it's Neymar. And this is Drogba. Núñez. And he's quick to get rid. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Drogba. Lovely pass, but can he get there? McAllister. There's the shot! It's hit the upright. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Now it's Drogba. Beckenbauer with the clearance. Here comes the corner. Milan with the corner, there first. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. And he's had it nicked away. And now they can spring out of defence. That pass has been well intercepted. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Yamal. He's a sharp little ball here. Kimmich. Cafu. That's a sharp pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Drogba. Now that looks a decent ball. Yamal. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. He's delivered all right!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
So the first goal of the game. Listen. And that brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Milan currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Please use parking provided.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Substitution on the field, number 10, Neymar. Coming on the field is...
So right back into the action.
Mbappe.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Chance! Oh, it has another go!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's having a pop! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Nunez really might have let his reputation get the better of him then. Yes, you can spank one from there, but there are other options, you know.
He's had it taken off him. Looking for options for movement. DiMarco, a player who needs no introduction. And it's Totti. And that's been intercepted. Passing is crisp and sharp. And Van Nistelrooy! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Van Nistelrooy certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
McAllister. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Yamal. Diaz. Mbappe. And the finish! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So that's two now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
No, he's just misjudged that one. Oh, that's well spotted. Vermin. Now it's Drogba. And it's Drogba.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
He's only too happy to take that back. McAllister. Here's Totti. Drogba. And they win it back again. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. Van Nistelrooy.
Substitutions taking place.
So here comes a substitution. Ibrahimovic coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Roberto Carlos knocks it into space.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Threads one in. It's played through for him. Totti! Looked to surprise the keeper, but missed the target.
There's no doubt he made the right decision, but without the right result.
Yamal is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Searching pass he's played there. He has found the way through. Played out wide, and it's DiMarco. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Tacho gets over and intercepts. Van Nistelrooy, that's going wide left.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Oh, this looks sharp. That has been cut short. McAllister, lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
And the pass is intercepted. Tries to play it through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
It's their second corner of the game. Ibrahimovic! He will be livid with himself. Hazard. Now it's McAllister, looking for the run.
Milan are stuck in central station, and they might find a fast track out wide if they'd care to look.
And
this is
Drogba.
There they go, hunting again.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. Marquinhos has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm. He is therefore off. Big chance! Off target by a whisker. Time added on, 4 minutes. Stood up well to him there.
Fernandez.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, that looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. In the end, then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're very much on the way now. Van Nistelrooy, a player joining here, a pretty exclusive club.
Header! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy... It's Drogba! And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Under an awful lot of pressure. O'Reilly. Totti. Chance here to counter. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's a key interception. Rijkaard. And here's Drogba. Looking for options for movement. And it's Lopez. Forced to go back. Oh, cracking goal. Good read, needed to be. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now, can they get him away? This looks promising. Crossed into the middle. Czech deals with that, nice and simple. Koundé, can he spark a counter here? Duke does have his name on the score sheet, of course.
Messi! Messi! From another planet!
He's got himself an absolute peach. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, entry via the post is at the widest possible point.
Tries a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Spain find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. There,
And the finish! It's a goal!
another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So could they be onto something here? And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Spain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Gerrard. It's Gerrard! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Shapes to shoot! And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Totti. Not the most accurate pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
That's a little off target. Koundé gets over and intercepts. Messi. Gerrard. Spread out to the left. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, that pass isn't the best. Van Nistelrooy running with the ball. Now it's Drogba. And it's Messi. Alexander-Arnold. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. To Totti. Vermeer. Drogba. Totti. Totti really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
And here's the chance to counter. Good ball over the top. Milan are still behind as we reach out for half-time. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Nunez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And this is Van Nistelrooy. This might spell danger. He's free. He goes for a shot. Rijkaard. It's a chance for Spain to break. And he's picked out the run. Juve receives it in a good... And a chance! Chance again? No.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that's an excellent interception. Stood up well to him there. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, that was no route. And it's half-time. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So let's get the ball rolling.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And it's Totti. Tries to play it through. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Darwin. Camavinga gets across to intercept that. Aimed beyond the defence. Decent chance! Deftly away. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Totti. That's a sharp pass.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Juve. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Juve pings it across. And that's the keeper's ball. Totti. O'Reilly. Great vision. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Looking to play him in. Oh, played right into his path. Van Nistelrooy. Totti. Now that's well seen too. O'Reilly. Rijkaard. And the pass is intercepted. McAllister. And it's Totti. Howson is always looking to break lines. Juve. Messi. And it's Koundé. Can he get on the end of this? Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And this is Drogba. Tries to pass it through. Koundé.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And this is Drogba. Tries a deft little ball. Bullish header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 11.
Milan can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Oh, it's come loose. Oh, what has happened here? Shoots! And no mistake. And on this day, when he celebrates his 200th appearance, a memorable moment. An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Milan now just needing one.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Threads one in.
Spain surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Totti. Oh, this is a great position. Now it's Totti. Great chance! That was probably asking just too much.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? And now a sudden chance to counter. He's found a way through. Well, we always look the favourite there.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
He's had a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And that is a little undercooked. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Totti in the hunt and looking threatening. Pacho. Shifted it to the flank. And here's Zielinski. Oh, that's a very... He's had a shot! And yet another chance goes to waste.
Milan really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments. And this is a rather big one. And it all depends on the service.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 19.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result...
And that's that. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be. And Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
United against Milan.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. So it's down to business here. Well, we've been given a lineup which suggests a 3-6-1 formation. Jim?
Well, in truth, this system can very quickly transfer...
Chance, surely! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Not the most accurate pass. Oh, he's having a go! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Great vision. Well, played right into his path. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he spark a counter here? That's an imaginative pass. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And the shot! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter...
Can he finish? And that's a tiny finish. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't...
Messi! Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
Well, that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Van Nistelrooy. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And it's Totti. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Now it's Messi. Well, they can break here. Pedri. Can he get on the end of this? McAllister.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He's found a way through. Now that looks a decent ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Looking for the run. Ferdinand calmly anticipates. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Manchester United are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Now, can they get him away? Now it's McAllister. Shoots! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
And this is Messi. And Burmo, who does have an assist to his name. He is through here. And he's well positioned here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that pass isn't the best. Burmo pinches it off him. Totti, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Van Nistelrooy. Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
And it's been taken short. He's being urged to shoot. He's dealt with that really well. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Is there a decent chance? Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. And it's Lopez. Rashford. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a little off target. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. It's Pedri.
And the finish! Goal! Manchester United! And the comeback is complete!
Simplicity itself.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Manchester United have their lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Xabi Alonso gets his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Pedri. Burmo. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Has been indicated.
Vermin. Well, they've got it again. And here's Messi. Totti. And it's Rashford. Oh, that's a key interception. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one.
Quick reminder today, please.
So we reach the halfway point.
Well, I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So the action resumes.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Gets a good foot in there. And he's there to get it away. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Messi. This is a promising build-up. Nicely weighted ball. And he can thump it away. Now it's Rashford. Driven in. McAllister is the team's great visionary. He's a sharp little ball here. Xabi Alonso. And it's Pedri. Just eases him off the ball. Rashford. Šeško. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. That's very neat. He was under real pressure there. De Ligt did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to...
He's having a pop! It's bounced back off the post.
Substitutions taking place.
Yamal, the puppet master, looking to pull the strings. Looking to play him in, and that's been drilled in. And it's ended up in no man's land. He's having a hit! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's been caught on it here. That's good play. Searching pass he's played there. And here comes the corner. Manchester United have their second corner now. McAllister gets it away. And now they can spring out of defence. That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And he's in on goal! Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Now it's Messi. Spread it left. Yamal receives it in a wide position. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, what a ball!
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Now it's Messi.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Substitution.
Milan are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Oh, it's come loose. Milan have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Time is running out here.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Threads one in. Ferdinand kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Burmo. And Fernandes.
Manchester United really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Šeško. That pass has been well intercepted. Ball is over the line. Messi.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Good play on the left-hand side here. That is a great flick out. Rashford! Fernandez. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Tries to pass it through. And that will be it. Milan can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were...